Hey everybody, I am Famine. Welcome to Famine Studios. I've been doing these videos for 99 of them. This marks number 100. My initial video series started off as vlogging and kind of evolved into vlogs and some cosplay events, sharing my first convention appearances as a guest, which I'm always grateful for, celebrity meetings when I've gone to conventions with my girlfriend, my daily life, projects that I've been working on, toy reviews, cosplay tutorials. Now I'm working on this 1/18 scale project, and this channel's still evolving, and this channel's still going to have cosplay tutorials. It's still going to have a little bit of the vlog element. It's going to have some of these action figure projects that I'm working on today, and it's going to be a little hodgepodge of a bunch of things. So this channel started when my girlfriend Kenny at the time was doing her own vlogging and said, hey, you might enjoy this, you should try it, definitely give it a shot. I thought about it, and we were going to Toys R Us on the last day that the store was open. I think it might have been the second to last day or something like that. And went in there, and we just did some vlogging. A little bit of nostalgia, a trip down memory lane, as it were, together as a newer couple, checking things out, saying goodbye to that store that we grew up on. And I continued the vlogging, and eventually that evolved into some of my convention trips. And then I thought, well, you know, I make all these cosplays and people are constantly asking me how I do these things over on Instagram, and I put up little pictures and how-tos, and I thought, why not? Let's do it. I'll do some cosplay tutorials. So I did some prop making, weathering, took you along on photo shoots and the vlogs, things of that nature, and started to really embrace that. I also started collecting 1/12 action figures, you know, Star Wars figures, Marvel Legends, did a bunch of reviews of those things. In doing those reviews, I really started to find some joy in making toy-related media, but also there's so much of it out there. The market really is saturated by other creators and content reviewers and people that are just, they're phenomenal at it, and why reinvent the wheel, right? And also, in order to keep up with that, I felt like I was keeping up with the Joneses. I was buying figures just for the sake of buying them so that I could have them, so I could try and get a review out before somebody else. It was robbing me of my joy of toy collecting. And this continued through the years. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was just this year that I decided to get back into 1/18. But, starting to veer off course. As you knew, I started collecting 1/12 action figures and started doing weathering videos because I wasn't happy with what came out of the factory. I wasn't happy with a weathered stormtrooper coming from the factory that looks like somebody took a doo-doo finger, wiped it twice on there and called it good. I wasn't happy with the products that were there. I missed the thing that I had, which was 1/18 Star Wars scale, and they were still doing them. And I always had this little problem, right, of paying, you know, $13 or $14 for a 3 3/4 inch action figure when I could get a 12-inch action figure. However, I'm looking back now, going to the store, and I'm seeing they come with extra accessories, all this extra stuff. These figures are great, and they're pretty comparable to their 1/12, you know, cousins or duplicates that they made. And then there are ones that are in the 1/18 line that have never hit 1/12, and they come with all sorts of accessories. I used to make custom action figures back on the days of Rebel Scum and Jedi Defender, even Yak Face at the beginning. I used to make custom 1/18 action figures, and while I wasn't the greatest at it, I had a blast. I missed those things. So, did a little bit of soul searching this year, and I decided the 1/12 scale has to go. Wasn't bringing me joy. It was costing me too much money. And it was disposable income, don't get me wrong, I wasn't missing any meals, clearly, and you know, my lights are still on. But it was money that wasn't bringing me joy, and I was just doing it for another reason. So I decided, hey, I'm jumping back into 1/18. So I went to my favorite toy store, toying around in Johnstown. You guys have seen them in my vlogs, you've seen them in my videos, my Instagram, my YouTube. Vin, who runs the store, phenomenal human being, great business owner, I cannot recommend them enough. Went in there, we worked out a trade for some store credit, and I bought most every damn Star Wars figure that he had, and a whole bunch of 3 3/4 inch scale other figures from G.I. Joe and other lines, and I started the Gimmick Starport. Now, Gimmick started on a bookshelf, which is conveniently located behind the camera. I'll have to pop a picture here, maybe I'll remember, here or here, who knows. Anyway, so I went there and I loaded up, got my figures, started on this project, so here we are. And you know, with inspiration from Empire Toy Works, Jason Jensen Trains, Sky Bottom, Imperial Waste Management, Meat City that's going to be coming out, Sinister Toys and Customs, all these amazing creative individuals, STC, Forge, you know, like all these amazing individual creators, we got together and started talking about this thing and said, hey, let's build each other up, let's share tips, let's encourage each other, let's get started on this world. let's build our worlds and connect these through a multiverse. And that appealed to me because I want Gimmick to be its own unique thing, but have bits and pieces from shared universes, little nods, little clues, little pieces of other worlds that helped build my fandom as well as shape who I am today. I'm a huge Firefly fan. You've seen me cosplay Jane from Firefly. I love Star Wars. You've seen me cosplay Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, OC characters. I love these worlds. I even like a little bit of Star Trek, The Next Generation, my jam. Picard, the man. My point being is that this was an opportunity for like-minded people like myself who are into 118 scale, who wanted to create and be around other positive people in the community. So we got together, and now we have the Multi-Galactic Trade Route, and Gimmick is a proud spot on there. Now you see behind me, I have this litany of figures on display, and I didn't set this display up to show off. It's just all of these things, which are from, we'll say, varying scales. 118 scale is the Star Wars, 5-inch scale is the Lightyear. Over here we've got Fortnite, which is arguably 4-inch scale. You can kind of fudge that, but they're all different scales. And I can make them work in 118. You can make them work in 118. All it takes is a little bit of creativity, a little bit of ideas, and that's world building. You're gonna get this great world. So that's what I'm working on. That's what this channel is leaning towards right now. And also, not gonna lie to you, this is a fantastic mental health project. It has helped me put some of my own character traits, personality flaws, things that I want to explore about myself into these tiny models as I build them and put them together out of other things and come up with some cool stuff, as well as pay tribute to like my favorites like Firefly, Alien, Star Wars, Jurassic Park. Yeah, there's dinosaurs. They're not genetically modified dinosaurs either. The planet that Gimmick's on, there's a section that has dinosaurs. It's gonna be wild like Dinotopia in here. I promise this is gonna be amazing. But I wanted to touch base. I wanted to say thank you guys for this opportunity. I am at 400 subscribers. We are racing towards 500. Share it with your friends if you'd like. There's the plug. But like, this is a huge opportunity for 400 of you to click. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to this guy and see what he has to say next week. So you've given me a great opportunity. You've given me a lot of joy and belief in myself to make these things and do things for you guys. I hope you're well. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, be well, and as always, a too sweet me.